Out of my way. Get out of my way. Out of my way. Out of my way. All my friends coming with all their friends, and we get active, yeah. We get active, yeah. All of my tattoos black, my eyes bloodshot red. I'm ready right now. Don't run your mouth too quick. Let's get it. Stop talking. One way, my way, my way, my way, my way, my way.
It's a venue and a city that's seen more NFL history than just about anyone else. Welcome to Lambeau Field in the heart of Green Bay. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Green Bay Packers. Jason Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. And away we go from Wisconsin. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
11. Here we go.
Give now to the running back. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. Gun.
Burrow to the air now. That throw finds Jamar Chase. Down the left sideline he goes. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. Oh, and it's no good. So an early hiccup after the touchdown as the score will stay at 6-zip. Well, probably still thinking about that missed extra point, partner, but he's got to move past it quick as he gets forward to send this one away. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Play fake. It's Love. Bails out of the pocket quick. Gets it downfield. On target to Watson. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. An excellent game. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And he's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Set, punt. You. Yep, 52 blue. Ready.
Play action. Love. Going all the way to the end zone here. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. And we're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script. Brock test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
About set. This is 3rd and 5.
Let's go now. 45. Wide. Set.
Love from the gun. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Barrett Carter. And the Bengals will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
I know he started the play as a defender. Gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back. He looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. We'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
On 1st down, they'll run. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Now the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
That's him on a quick hitter. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Third and just 2 to go. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a 1st and goal.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Gun. Start. 8, 11. Start.
Back-to-back carries here. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. He picks up 7, and now it's 2nd and goal at the 3.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. 11. 180. Lights up.
Putting a receiver in motion.
Stop.
He gives here to the motion man. He's got a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. A quick 2nd score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this open quarter yet.
I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines, because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker, because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
And he brings it in, so the decision to go for 2 looks like a good one. They've got a 14-0 lead. Well, it may be stating the obvious, partner. I do that sometimes often, but tight ends, such a mismatch this close in. And no surprise, they win his way for that 2-point conversion.
Yeah, it's one of those guys, security blanket. Whether he's designed read or not, this quarterback knows that tight end's a great outlet. Why? Because often they're bigger and they're stronger. Even if they're double teamed, there's still that chance to get that entry pass, like a great post in basketball, and they know how to finish.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
Okay, right.
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. Gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
On the set.
Only took them one play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line.
Ready. Cut.
Going to the ground again on first. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and AT for attack, exactly what he just did.
Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Set. Ready. Drill. Yellow. 22. Hut. Hut.
Love out of the shotgun. Complete on the slant to Watson. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. They get 22 out of that play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Here. White. White. Black. 95. 6. Mega. Ready.
Shotgun now for Love. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go.
97.
Let that pass rush get home.
Yellow. 10.
Love now. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 11.
And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. The Bengals are out in front. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They'll need a big play to continue a nice drive. It's 3rd and very long. And he's going to be stopped well shy of that first down marker. Hell of a yard. That one's 4th down coming up.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
The Packers take their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And on 4th and 10, they aren't moving. They're going for this. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So on 4th down, out comes the son of a punter, Brad Robbins, to boot this away. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And it'll be touchdown a little before the 20.
At their own 21-yard line.
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10.
11 MT. Gun.
Hand off to the back. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the the chains.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Burrow now on first down. Setting up the running back screen. Crosses midfield, still going. Reaches the 30. And he is finally sent out of bounds, but not until he gets it all the way down to the red zone. It's a huge pickup on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop-back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
12, 11 MT. God!
Dive play straight ahead. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane,
Here we go.
It doesn't matter.
Now Burrow. Short pass brought in. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a first and goal.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
First and goal, Cincinnati.
Four downs to get this across. Here's first and goal.
11.
They'll try and punch it in. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Bengals take a 20-zip lead. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there. Not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense. And that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go.
That's the score. Bengals 21, Packers nothing. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Packers getting set here. First and 10.
Down. 50, green. Slide blue. Blue striker. Ready.
There's Love to throw. Finds his man over the middle. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Dose of the hurry up here.
Second and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Eat old blue. Ready.
To the air with Love. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends him backwards ahead of third down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Right. What? Come on. Set.
Here he goes, third and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. So a timely moment for a big play, and they get the first on 3rd and 19. Clock is ticked down. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Lambeau after this. So first down from the 41.
Slide. 97. Ready. 52 blue. Set.
From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And he finds a little room there before being hauled down, gain of 3.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Yellow, 20 seconds.
Love now to throw. Looking right, and he finds it. Into enemy territory and a yard at most from the first. That brings up third down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Fourth down in inches, just too tempting to pass up. They're going to go for it.
Ready, ready. Yellow, 43. Ready?
They'll run for it. Jacobs. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Offense up to the line fast.
Yellow.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. Pass was thrown for Christian Watson. So it's second down coming up.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
A second down throw here for Love. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
On the double.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Black Ultra. Let's go. Red, 60 red. Black shot. Hut.
Throw here, third down. Pass brought in by Watson. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
On the ready.
They'll come up on 1st and 10.
At the 22-yard line.
Set, hut. Red, 38. Set,
Stick it in the air. Love. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up second down.
Okay, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to author a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
claws red.
Here's Love. They're on him again, and he goes down again. Cincinnati uses its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
All right, up to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again. Find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
On the set.
So a really tough spot here. This is third and a country mile.
6. Here we go. Here we go. 33. Yellow. Smash. Red. Ready.
Third and long for him here. To the left, that's pulled in by Golden. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. The final timeout taken by the Bengals. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Never eat shredded wheat. Northeast, south, and west, right, Kate? And I like on third downs, north and south. You start going east to west and eating that wheat, you could run into problems just like that.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal. It's 44 yards here from the left hash. Sanders sends it through. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18.
It's only 3 points, and they're going to still trail at halftime, but every little bit helps. And I'll tell you this as well. It also helps maybe later in the game. You got a fourth quarter clutch kick to have that confidence built. That's important.
Here's Smith on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
and 1. Ready?
Only 17 seconds left for him as they begin this drive.
Here we go, here we go. Ready, son? Stop!
Burrow on first down. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Try again from the 20 after the incompletion.
Here we go. Stop!
One play action here. Burrow. Look at that power. Deep left side. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds with a huge gain here, but wait just a second. That huge gain might not stand. We've got a flag down back near the line of scrimmage. Their work doubly as difficult now after that holding call. It's 2nd and 20.
Whoa! Here we go, here we go. Stop!
They'll run here following the penalty. And they'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
10 seconds. Ready. Ready.
3rd quarter starts with a run from Jacobs. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
While that run may not have moved the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Going run again with Jacobs. Giving 5 on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Here we go. Drill grease. Red, 38. Set.
1st down throw. Here's Love. They'll check this one down. Complete to the fullback. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Down, ready.
Love looking to pass. Pass caught out right by Golden. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Black shot. 60 red. Cycle.
Play action. Love. Throwing to the back of the end zone. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
Blaster, stay.
Second and 10. Love trying again. Blitz is there, and he goes down. It's the 5th time they've gotten there for a sack in this one, Brock. And they're going to try for number 6 on 3rd down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Let's see what they went with. 3rd down.
Blue striker. 10 black. Edo blue. Hut, hut.
Love from the gun. Dumps it off. Jacobs. Picked up a good chunk, but they stop him shy of the first. It's 4th and short. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A gain of 15 yards. Brings up 4th down.
We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th.
Set, hut, green jack. 33, yellow, hut.
They're going to go. It's Love. He connects downfield. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Look at that. No worry at all from their sideline, Brock. A 13-yard pickup on 4th down. That was impressive. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Here, white. Set, hut.
Shotgun now for Love. He's got it over the middle. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Running on first here with Jacobs. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
Brought down back at the 14-yard line.
52. Set.
Love out of the shotgun. Throws caught. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Down, ready.
Love. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Nearly an interception on that play. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
Sanders sends it through. And that lowers the deficit to 15.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11, Thomas.
Burrow to the air now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. And it's going to push them back for 2nd down.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
On 2.
Rough start to this set of downs. Now 14 to go on 2nd.
Here we go.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Higgins downfield, and he has it. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down.
Here we go.
Offense in the hurry up here.
11.
the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. First and 10 from the 32.
Here we go. Stop.
Play action now. Burrow. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. Devon Fuller bringing that play to an end.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling, and they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
On one, ready?
Third down, they need 7.
Here we go. Ready? Stop.
And you just get the play off. It's caught. Chase has it. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Stop.
Oh, back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Stop.
They give it to him up the middle. And he's able to fight this down to the 2. Call it 8 yards, and it's 3rd and goal.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you kind of set yourself up. Actually, you set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
On 3rd and goal, here's Burrow. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Ooh, sure looked like they were sitting on that slant, weren't they, Brock? If a route was going to beat them, it was not going to be that one.
Yeah, we see this route all the time, really at every level of football, because as a receiver, you just want to get inside that defender, and when you do, you hope to find that connection, but the contact knocked that sucker away.
1-1, ready?
And they're really trying to pile it on here. The offense staying out there on 4th and goal.
Here we go. Ready? Stop.
Trying for it with Burrow. And he won't come through on 4th and goal. And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on down.
Result of the play.
Certainly looking for that nail in the coffin, the knockout punch, a touchdown, and 3-possession lead that could put this one out of reach. It's a luxury they could afford to take in that spot. Built themselves up a little buffer here, Kate, but it's never over till it's over.
Out of his end zone, Love. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
From the pistol, here's Love. It's completed right side. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. Working quickly here.
6, mega. Set.
Thrown on 1st down, Love. Finds him over the middle. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job even to hang on through that catch there.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
Ready.
Loves to throw again. Back to a familiar target. It's Watson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
46-yard line.
Here we go. Hut.
Throwing again. Love. Back to Watson. This is Coolj. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 50-yard line.
Sticking in the air, Love. Completed to his running back. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Complete beyond the marker. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Smack, red. 10 black. Green jack. Set.
Once more, it's Love. Gets it downfield, on target to Watson. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
Gain of 25
Hustle.
Offense to the line fast.
Packers, 1st down.
10 cycles.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
You, yellow. Set.
From the red zone now. Eagles get to him and take him down. And it's step 1 towards the goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
2nd and goal.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Packers facing a 15-point deficit. Gotta forget about 1st down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on 2nd and goal.
Let's go now. Steel, black. Ready?
Love from the gun. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. So as they're trying to throw for this, Brock, they've actually been thrown off here by a couple of great plays defensively.
Yeah, offensively, that can't happen. Defensively, kudos. Offensively, touchdown, check down, throwaway. That's it. Sack cannot be a part of the equation.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. Yellow, 43. Red, yellow. Ready?
Throwing now. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. The Packers trying to hurry to the line.
A gain of 13 yards. Brings up 4th down and goal.
Desperation time here on 4th. He falls to the pass rush on 4th and goal. That defense coming through, forcing a turnover on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
They're going to pass it here. Flushed out of the pocket. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
1-1, ready?
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
11, Thomas. 11.
They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Here we go. Wide 80. Wide inside. 11. Shot.
Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Hits him on the out route. Still going through the 25. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. 1st down.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Here we go. Stop.
First down, Burrow to throw. This is a heater going deep. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Edgerrin Cooper takes it away. And the Packers have some new life in the fourth.
Kate, I think you can almost sense a little bit of a hesitant spark out there. Nobody is going to get too excited. You're still down 2 scores, but there's a little flash of hope, a little flash of optimism. Their defense just gave the offense by taking the ball away.
First down throw. Here's Love. It's cut right side by Watson. They get there to take him down right around the 41.
Watch out now.
The Packers trying to hurry to the line.
2nd and 6 at the Bengals 40.
Shotgun now for Love. That's caught. Tucker Kraft. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30. You're right at the 31. The Packers take their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
31-yard line.
Down a couple of scores. Those 2 timeouts they've got left are going to be crucial. Here's first down. Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Down a couple of scores. Those 2 timeouts they've got left are going to be crucial. Here's first down. Love out of the shotgun. Put the body on the line for his team. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26. The Packers trying to hurry to the line.
Packers first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Ready.
Looking inside the red zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal.
Ready. 60 red. 60 red. Hut, hut.
Takes the handoff, now Low. And don't wait just yet, fans. He's got it for the touchdown, and there's still a small chance, Brock, that this one isn't over. But, Brock, it wasn't hard to see why they boxed on that play fake. Even a camera operator was fooled into thinking it was a run, but certainly made it easier to connect on that touchdown pass.
And that's all about the attention to details, Kate. It really is. The offensive line getting their pads down. The running back and quarterback at that mesh point, making it look exactly like a run. You do the details on the front end, the play-action game, rewards follow on the back end.
And that's the Bengals who are on that one. And that's a wrap on this ball game.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw it. Vacates quickly left side. Higgins downfield, and he has it. And he's out of bounds, so that clock is going to stop, Brock, but it's not going to matter. They've got the first down. This game is over. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play, keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Setting up to pass. Forced out to his right. And that is the catch that should end this game and seal this win. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock.
Pressure off left, and it's blocked.
You know, it really does, Kate. When you see that point blocked, it just deflates. You feel it. The whole sideline gets deflated. But I'll tell you what else it does. It puts a little seed of doubt and thought into your kicker and your special teams. And you hate that. You really do. You want those guys playing with as much confidence as your offense and defense is. So making sure you get your kicker right and that special teams unit right, that's going to be hugely important here down the road.
At their own 24-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Let's go. Street. Street.
Motion.
Here's the backup. First throw. Complete on a slant to Watson. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. The outcome's decided here, but we got a timeout with 2 seconds on the clock so they can think it over before their final play.
At the 32-yard line.
On the go.
This will be the final play of the game.
Go.
On set, it's crushed behind the line. The ball comes out, and the Bengals get to it. And they'll take over a little further upfield thanks to that return. So the Bengals take this one on the road. Man, this one is gonna sting, partner. You pride yourself on defending your building, getting those home victories. Instead, you end up taking a bitter pill today in front of your own fans.
Well, as one coach famously said, we're on to Cincinnati. We're on to Cincinnati. That's all these guys could do after giving one up at home. Just look ahead to the next game. Focus on prepping for the next opponent and working your tail off.